Hey Pitmasters, today we're going to be doing something amazing. We're going to spit roast a piglet. Look at this beautiful little piglet. She weighs around 10 kilograms and we're going to prepare her so that we can spit roast her. So when we start prepping, we're looking at the skin and to see if there are little bits of hair left or other things that we don't want to have on our piglet that just don't look tasty. So we're going to take that off. Just take your finger and scratch it off. Now we're just going to take a little bit of paper towel, clean off the rest of that skin, because that skin is going to be our show. That's going to be the outside. People are going to be amazed on how well your piglet looks. So we're going to treat that skin and really make it nice and dry. And then we're going to go inside and make sure that the cavity is clean. Well, we have these two openings, one here underneath the head and one here in the belly. And if we want to do a barbecue style piglet, we're just going to cut open the breastbone, but now we're going to keep it closed because this is perfect for our Lechon. And then we're going to take a sharp knife and we're going to go in here and clean up some of the excess meat or liver that we don't need. There's a little bit of silver skin in there. Look at this. This is absolutely beautiful. We opened up a way for our ingredients and our herbs to go into the meat. So now it's time to stuff this little piglet. Now of course we want to add flavor to our piglet. We're not just going to roast it and that's it. So I have some ingredients here like spring onions, celery, it's lemongrass. Well, we're just going to chop some up and put it in our piglet. We'll start with the garlic. We're just going to take a whole bulb. Now we're just going to coarsely chop this up. We're going to take 4 of these shallots and we're also going to chop them coarse. Now we'll get to the optional part. I have rabbit peppers. If you like this piglet to be hot, you can add as many peppers if you want. I can imagine if you live in the Philippines, you would like to have 4 or 5 of these peppers in. Well, we're in Europe and I'm just going to stick to 1. We're going to add this to the mix. So now it's time to fill her up. We're going to spread open a cavity, take some salt and make sure that we get plenty of salt in there. We want to have it stick to the sides and it will help get that bacon flavor. Now we're going to add our spices, our garlic, our shallots, our chili. So we'll spread that out through the piglet. Now I want to add lemongrass, but we want to bruise it first so it gives off more flavor. And instantly you can start to smell that lemongrass. I'm just going to break it up a little bit and then we'll put it in. Now I'm getting out my spring onions. And we're going to put these in whole. Look at that. That's absolutely gorgeous. So now it's time to get this little piglet on the spit, and it's always a bit of a challenge. I just want to enter the rod in the rear. Then we're going to take one of these forks and insert it into the piglet. So we're sticking these forks into the meat and this will help to secure the piglet. There we go. And now instantly we have the piglet secured. Now we're getting up to the front of the piglet and we want to use one of these forks again. Yes! Well, it's a bit of a struggle, but we got the piglet on, and the good thing is that we are using these pins to really secure it. Let's see for size wise. Now we're securing our spit and making sure that our little piglet stays in position. Putting on some pressure. Time to start sewing her up. So I'm using butcher's twine and a needle to sew her up. So we'll start up here with making a little knot that will secure our starting position. Now we created our start position and we're just gonna repeat the process. There we go. Now here is the trick to secure it. This is the loop, this is the end of the twine. Just pull it through. There we go, nice and tight. Now we want to make sure that we secure it in the end. So we'll just go through the loop and make a knot in the end. So everything is good and secure. So we want to tie the feet first. And then we can pull it up towards the nose, go under the nose, and make sure that the teeth of the little piglet are not cutting into the rope. Pull it tight. So front leg secured. Now the hind legs need to be secured. We're going to treat them the same way. We're just going to tie them together. Pull and secure. And finally, she's ready to go on the grill. We put our little piglet on the grill, but we can see that our weight distribution is not equal. We put on a little counterweight just to make sure that this piglet rotates steadily. This little piggy has big floppy ears, and I can see that it hits the grill grate, but it's also going to be touching my heat source. I definitely don't want that, so I'm taking them off because there's no sense in burning them. And now this piglet is ready to go, so we're going to turn on our burners and start cooking. To give the Lechon its distinct color, we're going to brush on some light soy sauce on the skin. So I got a little bit of paper towel, some tweezers, and I'm going to brush on that soy sauce. Well, the piglet has been on for 3 hours at 180 degrees Celsius. So let's take a closer look. Look at that. That is a true thing of beauty. Look at the skin. Browned up real nice. So we just want to poke it in a thermometer. Get the temperature. 67 degrees Celsius in the shoulder. We want it to be at a maximum of 68 degrees Celsius. So the meat inside our piglet is done. But now we're going to check on the skin. And look at my finger, look at that. You can see that the skin is still leathery. It's getting a little bit harder here, but it's still leathery. So we just want to attack that skin with a little bit of infrared heat and make sure it crispens up. I'm going to turn on the back burner. Let the gas enter and now we'll let the skin crispen up. We really want to have that beautiful skin, so we're going to clean it up a little bit. Just taking a paper towel and a little bit of oil and just going to clean it up. You see, our piglet is fully cooked and we're working on the skin, so that means we can shut down our burners because the meat is already cooked. Well, after a lot of care and attention to the skin of this piglet, it's done and it's starting to get crispy. So we're going to take it off the grill. Look at that. What a gorgeous piglet. So it's time to set this little piglet free. Get the ropes off. Now we're going to get this little piglet off the spit. And the other one is inside the stomach. Our piglet, she's ready, she's done, fully cooked. The back is absolutely cooked through. The skin cracked here a little bit, but that's okay. That's just fine. You see how nice and juicy and tender the outside of the back gut. Nice bit of caramelization. But what we're really looking for is that crispy skin. So what I'm looking for is, like, if you can hear this, that's hard. Of course, in the end, where we didn't have the back burner going, the skin is still soft, and if you tap that, if you listen to that, it's not tapping, it's not. This is hard. So we're gonna check here, see if we can make an incision. You hear that knife cracking away at that skin? We're just gonna take a closer look at this. This is glass, you can see through this. And that's the absolute difference between smoking a pig and roasting a pig. So let's bite into this. It's cracking, and then it's like chips. It disappears in your mouth. That is the way you want your lechon to be. Now we're gonna let it rest for half an hour or so, and then we're gonna take out the meat, portion it, and of course do a proper taste test. Let's open up this little piglet. Look at that. Look at how juicy this looks. That's just crazy. It's still hot and it's been resting for well over half an hour. Well, let's take some of this off, right? Look, these are the rib bones. So we're just gonna shave off the meat. Well, to me this proves once again that the pig is an absolutely amazing animal, and a suckling pig roasted like this, man, there's so much flavor there. What we did was just cook it until the meat was actually fully cooked, until 64 to 68 degrees Celsius, and then we started working on our skin. So we started to slowly dry it out with radiation heat, and then finally we crispened it up, and then we took it off the grill. We let it rest. And look at this, the end result, a beautiful, really crispy skin, juicy on the inside. What more is left than bite into this, right? This is the best lechon I made so far. The vegetables inside the belly and all the herbs really penetrated the meat, came out, and now we have this awesome result. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys give me a big thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and if you want to support this channel, go to our Patreon page. See you guys next time. Until then, eet smakelijk!